Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 18, go.
Here's a run with their tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's good.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Now Smith going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. That one is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
There. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Again, working deep downfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Quick hitting slant there, and they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming.
And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Eagles. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. The extra point is good, and the Eagles are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Set. Go.
Trying to start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll push forward for about a yard. Kenny Buchanan is there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They'll put Loveland in motion. Now, faking the give. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. On comes the punter now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
60 Eagles.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. A nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half
He
dozen.
was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second
From the
and
22
3.
now, here's second down and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 come.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He gets this into the hands of Green. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's second and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
18 come. Let's go now. 70 Lions, 60 Bison, 60.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
It's second and inches at the 29-yard line.
Second and inches.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Right-handed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I know it's early in this game, but to my mind, that's four-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
First and 10.
60 Eagles, 70 Lions.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Quinn Williams there to make the play.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
19, shot,
He'll drop to throw. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Second and 10. Back to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, set. 6.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nakobe Dean in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. What can they do here? This is third and forever.
Ready? Coca 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Minnesota. His fourth TD grab of the season.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 89 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Begins with a run. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
27-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for an Eagles first down. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinton Williams. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Down the sideline. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Saquon. And looked like he might have had a lay, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now this looks like a design run. He will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Eagle. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The extra point, up and good. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. A tremendous return. He's already got him in field goal range.
And that's a heck of a return right there. He's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback's expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll put Loveland in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got Loveland free left side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play to kick off this drive. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Back to the air once more on second down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Post and Loveland. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? Head to 60. Head to 60.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Take it in, back at his own 12. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Play action, he'll set up to throw. Backs to the tight end, Loveland. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
So the Eagles, who use their first time out here, talk things over before third down. He'll drop the throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the first down. Not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 43, here's second and 9. Up there of 19 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Vikings. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Big spot here for the Vikings. They'll try to add on the 2-point conversion.
The Vikings will
Burton, the man on the move. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Gain of 2.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Vikings have got it.
I'll tell you what, Mike, when he comes to the sideline, his buddies on defense, they're going to be giving him a hard time. That's one where you get that close to the goal line, you got to score. But either way, he puts his offense in great shape there on the 1-yard line. High likelihood they're able to punch it in and take advantage of that huge fumble return.
No, he He's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
It's a turnover on downs.
Throw here to begin the drive. He gets this into the hands of Green. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Room to run at the 40. Saquon Barkley. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The PAT, up and good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Minnesota.
First down, Minnesota.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jahad Campbell.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 37.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Dragon Eyes back for the conclusion in a moment. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Open space inside the 10. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Eagles. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think the quarterback gets a 3 touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. It'll be a Vikings first down. They'll throw out of the gun. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one